Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom. It's your boy King Hebrew coming to you live with a video. This video, man, is gonna be getting into. I have a few articles, man, dealing with you know what I'm saying, um, current events on vaccine mandates and the U.S. dollar, right, which is losing value, right. So we're gonna touch on some things. This video is not gonna be long. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna go by the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna just go by the spirit real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get busy. I'm gonna start with the first. Hold on. Hold on. Con. All right. So we're gonna put this on my screen. Right. It's the first article, man. All right, Navy. Right. And it's actually funny, you know what I'm saying? Because you could actually ask my mom. I almost went to the Navy, right? The guy called me and he said everything was good. I had to go and do the camp, the boot camp, and everything, right? But the Navy is starting to kick sailors out who refuse the vaccine without waivers, right? As you see, if you're not taking the vaccine, if you refuse, you're gonna get kicked out, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? The U.S. Navy announced on Thursday it will halt reenlistments and transfer orders for sailors currently refusing the COVID-19 vaccine, and active duty sailors will have up until November 14th to either have an approved or pending vaccine exemption request or their second vaccine dose, or they will be faced being discharged from the service. Sailors in the Navy Reserves have until December 14th to receive their second vaccine dose. See that? So, you know what I'm saying? Just something to always meditate on, right? These vaccines, man. Again, these people are forcing you. You can't get on the bus. I was on the bus last night. The bus driver, the buses, you can't even get on a bus if you don't have the mask. You must have a mask before you go into Publix. It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. So imagine with this vaccine, man. The Navy said those sailors separated only for vaccine refusal will receive than a general slocking, no lower than a general discharge under honorable conditions. Such a discharge status could result in the loss of some veterans' benefits, man. So, you know what I'm saying? It's sad. You know what I'm saying? I did a whole video. I got an article of a cop. I think I posted it already. But a cop had to leave his job. He served 25 years. He had to leave because he refused to take the jab, man. So something to really think about. Uh, you know what I'm saying? We have another vaccine. I mean, another article. Um, right. CEO of the vaccine, Albert Bourla, says that vaccine refusers are murderous criminals who seek to stop the new way of life trying to come in. See that? Right. People who spread misinformation on COVID-19 vaccines are criminals and have cost millions of lives, Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla said Tuesday. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? And based on this picture right here, you guys should already know what their plan is. Get vaccinated so we can all get back to normal, man. Look at that. So now they're implementing this. Right? Now this is gonna be the new way of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh Speaking with Washington D.C. based think tank Atlantic Council, Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla said there is a small group of people that purposefully circulate misinformation on the shots, misleading those who are already hesitant about getting vaccinated. Those people are criminals, is what he's saying. They're not bad people, they're criminals because they have literally cost millions of lives. Right? So again, I mean, people, it's not really misinformation. Like, numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So we have articles. I have so many articles on people who took the jab and they fell out, blood clots, a whole bunch of stuff. I have countless articles, man. Numbers don't lie. The paperwork doesn't lie, right? So we got to make sure that we stand up against this. You know what I'm saying? We're not falling victim to this country. You know what I'm saying? We're standing by the Lord if it be the Lord's will, man. You know what I'm saying? All we could do was have faith. That's it, really. Even though our lives are written out, we must have faith. And we can't settle. Do not settle, man. Some people are quitting their jobs. You know what I'm saying? They're getting into new positions because they refuse to settle. Settle for less. Settling for a damn jab, man. Right? It's not a CEO. People like me who are putting out uh valuable information, right? Because we have countless articles. People who are falling out. You know what I'm saying? These people, like it says right here. Look, it says according to CDC website Variers, right? It says nearly 20,000 people have died after receiving the jab, man. 20,000 people. That's a lot of people, man. You know? But the goddamn CEO, he doesn't want you to understand. He wants you to think. He wants you to think that, you know what I'm saying, just take the vaccine, everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna get back to normal, right? Back to this picture. Everything's gonna get back to normal. See if I got it. Everything's gonna get back to normal. See this? If you take the jab, everything's gonna get back to normal. All right, U.S. Treasury says store shelves will remain empty until everyone gets vaccinated for COVID. Look at that. Slovakia. All right. Wally Adeyemo, Joe Biden's Slovakia. Joe Biden's pick for the second highest office in the Treasury Department is threatening Americans with prolonged shortages and empty store shelves until every last person is fully vaccinated from the virus. In order to save lives, Adeyemo has indicated that he is willing to end all 330 million of them in this country if the remaining injection holdouts continue to refuse to roll up their sleeves, man. And now this is what it is. Right? And now we're about to get to I don't know what the hell is Operation Warp Speed, right? But they're implementing certain things, right? They already got you wearing a mask. Now they're going to graduate to the vaccine. Now it's going to come to a point where, since you can't even get on a bus without putting a mask on, you can't even get into certain supermarkets to shop and do your thing if you don't have the jab. So you there's a very, very, very strong possibility that you're not going to get into Publix if you don't have a mask and if you're not vaccinated. And you got to show your ID. You know what I'm saying? Again, they pay for this. They pay for the vaccine. That's why it's free. They don't make you pay for it, right? Why? Because they've already invested into this vaccine. So now you must take it, right? But you don't care because it's your body. You think it's your body. You think you think it's your body, huh? No, it's not. That's why they're putting out mandates. You're not in control of nothing. You can't even get on the bus without putting a mask on. If not, you better get to walking. You're not in control of nothing. Nobody is. They're the ones with all the money and the technology, right? So let's continue to read here, man. I have to say that real quick. Proving that the shipping container crisis is completely manufactured for political purpose, the Biden regime is basically threatening to starve out America until there is 100% compliance with Operation Warp Speed. Look at that, Operation Warp Speed. Uh, we're gonna talk about how now, if you don't have a vaccine, you may not get food. You may not be allowed in certain places like Publix and Walmart and Wawa, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to kind of thug it out. You know what I'm saying? But this is the condition of the fight, and we must fight so we can endure until the very end. All right. Trying to see if what else I can get through here. Let's get this article. The Biden regime intentionally disrupting supply chains to punish unvaccinated Americans, right? So I did a whole video on this. Um, could have been better. It wasn't a platform like this, you know what I'm saying? The other platform I was using was kind of whack. But all these containers you see in this picture right here, all these containers, right? Hold on. All right, just making sure you guys are with me. All right. So this ship you see right here is full of food. All these containers are full of goods. Biden is not letting these containers. The reason why you go to Costco and you can only buy a certain amount of toilet paper is because you're not vaccinated. So now they're kind of taking away. These people are implementing unrighteous decrees to make sure that you are not given the privilege and the luxury to go to Publix or Walmart or Costco or BJ's, Sam's Club, right? To get your stuff, to get how much, to get the amount of toilet paper you're used to getting and the amount of juice and turkey and chips or whatever. You're not your luxury and your privilege is slowly being taken away from you. Now it's not gonna be just one day or you can't do this. No, it's gonna be little by little, little by little. And because you're so caught up in work and because you're not getting paid every day like you're supposed to, your mind is focused on bills. Your mind is focused on your kids, right? You can't afford to put your child in. You basically, all right. You basically can't pay for your child to get decent education. Salaki, you just can't afford it because you don't get paid every day as you should. You're supposed to get paid every day, and because you're focused on your husband, your wife, your kids, the rent, the bills, vacation, whatever, groceries, right? You want more kids. All that is money. We don't get paid every day like we're supposed to, right? So our parents cannot afford good education. That's why we get cheap, free education. That's why we were raised in school for 18 years. We leave not knowing a goddamn thing because it was free. Our parents just dropped us off. They don't actually pay. When you actually pray, I said pray. When you pay for somebody's education, you are gonna actually learn something because you're paying for that education. If you're just dropping somebody off, you know what I'm saying, for free, you know what I'm saying, you're dropping somebody off at a damn institution for free, they're not going to learn nothing. That's why we graduate high school, don't know what taxes are, credit, you know what I'm saying, wholesaling real estate. We know nothing about these things. Right? Kind of went off topic, but back to this, Joe Biden, he's holding all this back against the vaccinated, against the unvaccinated, right? You're not given the privilege, man. You're not given the privilege now to go to Costco, and Costco got big bundles of everything, man. Now people are not given the privilege and the luxury to do their thing, man. Right? And right now, Joe Biden's talking about some you said dark winter. Right now, there's something going on right now. It's called Operation Warp Speed Injections, right? That was implemented by Trump, right? It's called Operation Warp Speed, right? So down there, their job is to really get you to take this vaccine, man, right? Biden said the vaccinated. Biden said get vaccinated, or I'm going to make you starve, right? Uh, Clock you, and that's basically what it is, right? You're doing things against your will, right? Let's read. As of this writing, hundreds hundreds of ships filled with hundreds of thousands of containers full of goods are still not being allowed to dock at the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles, which together handle about 40% of the nation's products, right? So Lord is not, I mean, not the Lord. Well, it is the Lord. The Lord is using Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, to get the prophecies going. But it says now the Lord is not allowing these ships to get to the dock, right? Because once it gets to the dock, you can open up the containers and separate things, and you know what I'm saying, kind of do things in order. But the Lord, he's limiting all that, right? He's limiting all that. Right here, some ships are allegedly waiting 12 days at anchor before reaching the dock, and over 60 vessels are idled in the San Pedro Bay at the moment. See that? So now, you know what I'm saying? It's not being moved, you know. Um, and it's really not a coincidence, right? They're doing this. They're doing this because they're trying to set an example. They're trying to set an example, and you just gotta be spiritually discerned, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? I'm gonna go to the dollar real quick. The dollar is going to die. Wow, I got charts, man. I have articles, man, on everything, man. Inflation is going on here. Very painful inflation is here. And on Wednesday, we learned that prices have been rising at the fastest pace in more than 30 years. See that? Let's get let's get it. All right, gasoline prices, right? Gasoline prices last month shot up nearly 50% from the same month a year ago, putting them at levels last seen in 2014. Grocery prices climbed 5.4%, with pork prices up to 14.1% from a year ago, the biggest increase since 1990, right? So we have to keep fighting, man. We got to keep doing what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We gotta look out for these prophecies, man. Right? Prices for new vehicles, right? It says it right. Prices for new vehicles have jumped up 9.8%, man. The largest since 1975, right? New, it says prices for furniture and bedding leaped by the most since 1951. Prices for tires and sports equipment rose by the most since 1980s. See that? The price of electricity in October increased 6.5% from the same month a year ago, while consumer expenses paid to utilities for gas went up 28%. According to numbers released Wednesday by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, fuel oil rose 59% and costs for propane, kerosene, and firewood jumped by it jumped by about 35%, the data shows. Salakia. Yeah, a lot, right? And pre-pandemic, right? It was spending a quarter of the money for 2.5 million pounds of food. Let's get let's move on. All right. 100 million people are not in the labor force, no job, and not even looking, man. Right? The labor force participation rate in the month of October is 61.6%, man. See that? So everything, again, we must stay in prophecy. We got to preach, we got to learn, we got to read, we got to apply. Most importantly, don't read if you're not going to apply. Right? People are out of work, right? The US dollar is increasing, right? It's so much going on. So it's just a matter of, are you watching? All right. US labor productivity crashes 5%, worst decline in 40 years. Right? And like I said, 100 million people, 61.6%. These people do not play, man. You feel me? US productivity crashes by 5%. They're taking away your jobs, they're taking away your food, gas prices are up, all types of stuff, man. And who can you pray to? Who is it that who can you pray to? Right? This is the worst productivity decline since the second quarter of 1981, when the measure when the measure decreased 5.1%. Economists had expected a milder decline of around 1.5%. Yeah, so we got numbers, man. We got, you know what I'm saying, we got everything. You feel me? So last article, man, I'm kind of dozing off a little bit. I'm tired as hell. Right? It's the book. It's not the book. The dollar hits a 25-year low against shekel, drops below 3.1. See that? All right. On Monday afternoon, the U.S. currency fell 0.77% to 3.0194, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the U.S. is the U.S. is fading away, man. It's getting bad, man. You feel me? It's getting real bad, and we're not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? We keep thinking God's gonna come with a bunch of flowers. Do you remember Elijah? Do y'all remember Elijah? But we ain't even finna get into all that. We ain't finna get into Elijah. But the point is, right? You see it. Vaccine mandates. You know what I'm saying? You have a strong possibility of losing your job if you don't. You know what I'm saying? If you're a warrior, if you're a fighter, right? Um, yeah, man. It's just that's basically what it is, man. Feel me? So, like I said, man, pray, fast, and repent. Listen to what I said. Write down the precepts. You understand? So we could build, and you could teach the next person, and it could be like a domino effect. You feel me? So again, Salah, I'm tired as hell, as you already know. I'm tired, but I had to get this out. I had to get this done. Um, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh. But Shema Mashiach, woman like Yahweh Shai. All praises, man, to the elect. May you boys stay strong. It's a lot of wickedness going on, but we ain't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay in our faith, and you know what I'm saying. If it's not our time, it's not. It's just not our time. We all have an appointed time. I'm gonna just keep it like that. We all have an appointed time, right? So people are forcing you to take the vaccine, right? The U.S. dollar is losing value. Uh, damn. What I got? Vaccine, right? People losing their jobs. I'm gonna see what else I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. labor productivity crashes to 5%, the worst in 40 years. A million people are not in the workforce. So now these people are going to be out stealing, robbing, killing because they ain't got no job because they ain't taxing. Terrible, man. I'm telling you. How the Lord operates, you know what I'm saying? So we can't get mad. We can't be asking all these questions. The point is, you know what I'm saying? Let's not do too much. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it cordial, and let's keep the word. The word needs to be simple, man. So we could teach people and they could teach other people. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, but Shema Mashiach, woman like Yahweh Shai. Pray, fast, and repent during these last days, man. I love y'all. Stay safe. Pray for one another. Love one another. Confess your sins. You know what I'm saying? And with that, shalom.